Welcome to another episode of Forever Stranded with Arturio and Emerys. So we're picking up the game just a few minutes after we left off, and my tree here is slowly becoming infested, so I can harvest that and get some string and the various other items that I need for those quests. I'm probably going to need one or more crooks. And these items I'll stick in there for now. And we'll put that in there. Okay. So now let's look at the quest book, see where we are, so I can refresh where we were. Silkworms. I need to cook some silkworms. And if I remember correctly, I've got 7 cobblestone. I need 1 more cobblestone to make a furnace, and then I can cook the worms. And the worms that I had were consumed in turning in that quest reward. So I need a mesh, which means I need this. Okay, that's far enough along that I can actually start. The bottom part should be fully converted. So the parts that are fully white are infested. The ones that still have a little green are not fully infested, so as long as I don't break those green ones, I should be okay here. Yeah. Infested. Yeah. I just need to make a mesh. Oh, that one was not done yet, but that's okay. So that should give me, oh yeah, plenty of string. Plenty of string. Oh, no, this is what I was looking for. Okay, so you take the mesh, put the string over there, and I hate to have to do this from the get-go. Now, let's just put them away. Let's take some of this dirt and let's sieve it so that we can make 1 more piece of cobblestone so that I can make a furnace. I think I need 9 in this version rather than just 4. Alrighty. Oh, and I got some grass seeds, acacia seeds, birch seeds, and some carrot seeds. All good things. So we'll take that cobblestone. We'll come over to our crafting station. And we will make our furnace. And we'll put the furnace right there. And I need to get... I have a little bit... Yeah, okay. That should work. Nope, that's not. I need to make some charcoal. All right, we'll give that a minute, and then we'll gather our charcoal. I think I need 3 of them, approximately 3 of them, to make enough torches. That's 2. Let's get 1 more, and then I'll let it make the rest of the oak into charcoal because I'll need it for other stuff, and I may need to make more torches because it's hard to estimate exactly how many I need initially. So I can take the charcoal, I can break it into tiny charcoal, and then I can use that to make tiny torches. And I'll turn F7 on to see where we are. And basically, I want no yellow X's. So we're just going to do what it takes to kind of make that happen. Now I'm trying to do these on a grid, but that doesn't always work. Yeah, see there's 1 missing right there. But the big thing is I need to get rid of as much as possible of all of this yellow. Now, if I can get rid of all of it, great. If not, I'll have to make more torches. And I may have to do that. We'll see how far this gets me. Now, once I get it lit up in here, then things change quite a bit. It becomes much safer to be inside here with no spawnable spots. And at some point I'll come back and even all these out and make a nice grid out of this and expand the base and everything like that. But just not yet. And I'm already almost out of torches, so I'm going to have to go make more. If you space them all out in that grid pattern where there's 4 spaces between them and everything is perfectly flat, that uses the least amount of torches. But it's a lot easier to do that when your world is completely flat. I don't have any more wood. I've only got a few sticks left. So let's see how far this gets me. I think this will give me 10 more. Yeah, 10 more. Yeah, hold on to that for a minute. All right, let's see how much of this we can do. If I can prevent them from spawning on top of the vehicle, that'll help, because sometimes they'll spawn up there and then they kind of rain down on you whenever you leave the vehicle, the shuttle. And I have to tell you, I've seen 3D models of the space shuttle before. I've made 1 or 2 over the years, and this is not a bad model for a Minecraft model. This is a fairly reasonable approximation of the space shuttle. Yeah, I'm out. I need more wood. That means I got to partially harvest this. And it's getting dark, so this is going to be very close. We'll see how this plays out. I'm just going to make them all into sticks for now. Okay. Surely 38 will be enough. All right, I'm just looking for yellow to make it go away. And if I can do this before the sun sets, that would be phenomenal. At this point, my barrier fence is high enough that I should be relatively safe. The things that can get over the fence, like the spiders can get over the fence if they want to, but they won't unless they can see you. So as long as they can't see me, that means I can work outside at night and be relatively safe. Kind of the same thing with the skeletons. The skeletons, if they can't see you, they're not going to shoot at you. The witches won't throw potions at you. And the blizzes are relatively rare. And while they can fly up in the air, I don't think they will if they can't see you. Okay. And I still have some torches left. I don't have a lot left. I'm just trying to double check and make sure I got all of the spawnable area gone. Okay, I do. There's a little bit of infected stuff left. We'll get rid of that. And now we'll harvest this tree, and hopefully I can get more silkworms. So I'll need 5 more. When I turned in the first step of it, I think it took the silkworms that I had. So now that I have a furnace, I need to cook 5, and that'll complete that quest. So right now for food sources, I have zombie flesh, zombie jerky. Actually, it's not really zombie jerky, it's something else, but it's basically dried zombie flesh. And I've got apples, and I have apple juice. That's 4 sources of food. Cooked silkworms will give me 5. The magic number is 12. Once you get to the point where you have 12 different food sources, once again, the game kind of changes in your favor. it improves drastically. I've got 2 silkworms. All right, I need wood. I'm going to have to use some of my bone meal. And I'm probably going to need a few more crooks. Fortunately, I made plenty of sticks. All right, let's see how many bone meal this is going to cost me. Too many. There we go. I'd feel much better if that fence were 3 high everywhere, but it's only 2 high, so we'll just have to make that work for now. Is that, nope, a little bit left. There's a little bit of storm action happening here. That is not the game. And that's good because we need rain really, really badly here. We had, I think, no rain at all for the month of April, which is pretty rare for where I live. Normally April's a somewhat dry month, but you get a little bit here and there, but to have no rain at all is kind of bad for us. Forest fires all over the place. People throw their burning cigarettes out their car windows and everything is so dry that it sets stuff on fire. The wife and I were driving to a friend's party over the weekend, and on the way there, traffic was stopped in one direction off of the freeway because there was one fire that was being put out right off of the road that was obviously from a cigarette butt. And then coming home in the other direction, there was a fire in the median on the freeway that was started. It's kind of obvious that it started that same way, that someone throws a lit cigarette butt out their window, and when it's dry like that, it just starts a fire. And the person who did it probably isn't even aware they caused that. But we've had thousands and thousands of acres burn through April for exactly that reason. Sometimes I wish people would use more sense, but unfortunately they don't. Let me see if I can get that last one right. Yep, I can. See, when you don't have super tall trees, all of this is so much easier, because if you get those really, really tall trees that you need ladders to get up into and stuff, it takes a lot longer to harvest them, and it just makes your life miserable. So, the next thing, okay, I've got enough of those that I can cook them. Yep, there are a couple of things I need to do. I need to make a little bit more charcoal. And maybe not that much. And let's see if I've got anything to burn. Will it let me burn that extra? I need to make some ash. Will it let me burn? Nope, it won't let me burn that. So we're just going to toss that. This will be my dumping ground at night. It'll despawn. So that'll burn and that'll get us started. And I guess what I can do is I can do this. And that'll probably be enough to make those 4 pieces of charcoal. All right, the next thing I need to do is I need another food source. Or I need a more reliable food source. Oh, that's backwards. Apple tree sapling. Now I do need a piece of dirt for that, but I'll make one presently. Let's see. What was I doing? I need to cook a silkworm. I need to make an unfired bucket, which means I need water. I've got water. I'm missing a water bottle. What happened? Oh, you know what? I have a dirty water bottle right there. And I'm not thirsty, so I can't drink it. So we'll take this water bottle here. We'll grab that up. Okay. And then we'll take, where's my dust? Now I need to make more of this. Okay, it didn't quite cook them all. Do I have enough stuff to make one more piece of dirt so I can plant that apple tree? Yeah, I can put a few saplings towards that cause. And then when the sun rises, I'll start trying to gather more cactus and set up a proper cactus farm. All right, that should be done. One more. And then we'll cook some sticks because I need to make some porcelain clay, and for that I need ash from burning sticks. Okay, so that one quest right there, that one's done. Both steps done. We'll claim that. And we got a rice seed, which is good. That'll be another food source. That gets us up to 6. A reactor casing and reactor casing core. It says that's a very good reward. At this stage in the game, I don't know that that's a very good reward because I can't make use of that for a very, very long time. So we'll just agree to disagree. No, I'm not going to use my charcoal. How many pieces I got? Let me get one more piece of ash, and I need... So to make porcelain clay, you take ash, clay, and bone meal. That gives you porcelain clay. Let me get that bone meal back. And that gives me an unfired bucket, which I need for that quest, which is right there. And then I need a water bucket. So I need to cook this. So I need the rest of these sticks for, actually I need 2 more pieces of ash. Because I have to make a crucible, and I'll need 7 pieces of porcelain clay for that. We'll take that out of there. We'll take that out of there. And I think that's all I need for right now. All right, the sun is starting to rise. Oh, I didn't put any... All right. I didn't put any saplings down. And I also need to go oh. Come on, you can do it. Over here. kill these husks. There is a witch out there. This may be a somewhat risky move, but I need to get everything that's decomposing out here as quickly as possible, and I'm hoping for some bone, because there's a quest that requires bones to make a bone crook. And that takes 4 bones, and I only have 1. And right now, this is really the only way to do it. So I'm kind of scanning the horizon out there to see if I see any bones where skeletons may have burned up. And I don't see any. Yeah, she's eyeing me a little bit more. All right, we're going to move this out a little bit more. And that serves a couple of purposes. It'll give me room to plant the apple tree. I don't want the apple tree too close to my oak trees, because when I infect, oh, great. I got very lucky she did not kill me just then. I need her gone. So right now my wall is a de facto cactus farm, because anytime it'll grow to 3 tall, I can get cactus out of it. And I got 1. All right, it sounds like one of my neighbors is mowing, so I'm going to pause the recording and deal with the witch and gather resources, and I'll be back when he's done. Okay, I'm back. The guy's not quite done mowing, but he's almost done, so we're... And of course, as soon as I say that, he walks over this side of the house with his edger. But he's got to be almost done. There I go. Oh, shoot. Tree or cactus. Did she drop anything good? Nope, she did not. Now this can be a little dangerous, because when you get groups of them like that and you hit them with a sword, they'll pop up in the air and they'll just walk right over the thing. So I'm going to back up again. Okay, that is stuff that I was getting rid of. So I did a few things. I cleaned up some of the holes, and I made a little bit of an area over here, and I will show you why in just a minute. Let's see, is there any... Oh! Yep, one got through. There must be a gap somewhere. Where is there a gap? Either there's a gap or there's darkness. Two of them. Oh, spider. The sun is rising, so the spider will probably kill me before the sun rises. he won't lose aggro, I think because he's already mad at me. My apple tree, very nice. None of the apples are ripe yet, but that was part of the reason why I didn't want to use up all my bone meal. I'm not sure where the spider went. Did he just drop an iron sword? He sure did. Very nice. Very, very nice. There is a spider. That may be the same spider. Cool. Good. All right. So I planted another tree. I planted an apple tree. I fired the bucket, but I don't have water for it yet. Oh, I gotta go get my items that I lost when I died. Is that how they got through? No, I think that's how I went through earlier. When you're busting open your tombstone, it's not a bad idea to kind of clear a path a little bit. That way your stuff doesn't fly all over the place and get destroyed on cactus. So I may save that iron sword for later. And we'll just put my stuff back where it needs to go. And fill the hole in the wall. Nope, nope, that's not right. There we go. Okay. My rhythm was thrown off a little bit by dying like that. So now let's get back into the thick of this. Continue gathering resources so that I can finish quests and get on to more interesting things. There's some stuff that I have to build, I think, and I need some wood for that, and I have some. I'm not sure how much I have, so let's just harvest these real quick. So let's see if I can do the temperature command. It is /TAN for tough as nails, and then temp info. And that gives you this wonderful little temperature display over here. So right now it's the hottest part of the day. And it's a mild season. And I'll explain all of this later, but I'm just using it for my purposes now to try and figure out where we are. All right, so we made a crucible, we made an unfired bucket. I need a water bucket. And it may or may not let me do this. Yeah, the water bottles you start the game with, it does not allow you to use them in that manner. And I'm looking for that dirty water bottle that should be in my inventory somewhere that is invisible. And it looks like it's just completely gone, which is one of the frustrating things about that particular bug. So, in order to make water, I'm going to have to use saplings. Oh, no. And while that's making water, I'm going to make dirt. Okay, other useful information. If you roll over food, it'll tell you how many times you've eaten it out of the last 12 and what its current nutritional value is. If you hold down the shift key, yep, I'm overheating. And there's really nothing I can do about it. So I'm probably going to die here, but that's okay. So we're just going to pretend it's not happening and just kind of ignore it. And I'll die in a minute. There we go. So you come back with whatever food level and thirst level you had before you died. I'll pick up all my stuff, reposition it again. And, oh, they fixed that bug too. It used to be that the nutritional value of your food reset after you died in terms of like when the last time you ate it was. But apparently that has been corrected. All right, so bone meal. I don't have much bone meal left. But what I can do with it, I can get some apples. So that'll help. And I can gather this dirt. I've got a little bit of bone meal left. Yeah, I don't want to use any of that. Carrot seed and rice seed. And I need to make a mattock or a hoe. And I think I need to make... Actually, no, I don't. I need an axe and a tool rod, and I think I need a binding pattern. I'm not sure. So a wooden axe head, a wooden shovel, a wooden tool rod, and a binding. And I think that's everything I need. Where is the tool station to make a mattock? Oh, I didn't need the binding. That's okay. So now we'll put these back. Put that back. Put that back. I've got dirt. Oh. So that's complete, which means I can now claim this, which I'll get an empty canteen, which is invisible. I'll get a few more saplings. And now I need to make an unfired crucible, which I've got what it takes to make that. No, I don't. That's ash. All right, what I can do, I can put that water right there. I can use up a few more of my saplings. All right, I'm trying to figure out an order to eat stuff. Full sand layer. Trying to get all my food. Eating that once out of the last 12. Trying to get the most bang for my buck out of what I'm going to eat. Apple juice. And an apple. There we go. So I need some dust. I need 2 dust. And that's not done yet. I no longer have enough bone meal because I used some of it. I need 4 pieces of bone meal. God, I hate to do that. So I've got enough to do that quest, but it doesn't do me any good if I can't get to it. Is that almost done? A little bit more, just a few more seconds. There we go. So we've got clay, we've got ash, we've got bone meal. That gives us porcelain clay and an unfired crucible. So that's complete. I need a lava bucket. And that was part of the reason why I saved some of the charcoal. All right. I'm going to get that piece of sand, a torch, and I got to fire the crucible before I can do this. So that goes there, and I need something to burn it. And I don't believe I have any cobblestone left. I don't. Let's try something. This probably will not work. So that'll go there, and I'm just going to see. Nope, can't use sandstone. All right, so I have this water source block over here, and rather than making another one, we're going to make use of what's available to us. Plant carrots and rice, and that gives us 2 more food sources. Actually, the carrots gives us 2 because I can make carrots and carrot juice. So I think that brings me up to 9 food sources. And like I said, the magic number is 12. You want 12. So the question is, I've got some dirt. If I sieve this dirt, will that give me enough stones to make 4 pieces of cobblestone to make a bucket of lava? Let's see. It did not. More grass seed. I got some regular seeds. We'll put that away. I don't need spruce. Grass seeds don't do me any good right now. I keep hoping that that dirty water bottle will show up at some point. But I appear to have just completely lost it. So I have enough to make 2 pieces of cobblestone. Put those away, and the cobblestone will go into the crucible to make that bucket of lava to complete that quest. And we'll take that seed that we have right there and we'll get that planted. I'll be able to make bread out of that. That gives me 10 sources of food. Okay. Now, if I let too many of these build up, yeah, this will be dangerous. If I hit them with a sword, they'll just pop up into the air and then they'll start walking over and they may possibly even break the cactus. So I don't want to antagonize them too much. So we'll go inside for a moment and we'll take another gander at the quest book. I need that lava bucket to complete that. It seems like there was another quest I could do. And I think, oh yeah, it's this one. This one, it's just to make sure that you're aware there's a known bug with the heat potion. Do not use when you have a debus. Use them before you start burning up. So you click that. You claim it, and you get a couple of heat resistance potions, which can be useful, but it's going to be too long before I can make any. So it limits their use. I mean, once they're gone, and then it'll be a long time before I can make more. So I try to figure out how not to rely on them, if at all possible. All right, let's come over here and see what's going on. The temperature indicator goes away every time you die. So that is somewhat annoying. And right now, it's nighttime. The sun is going to start rising soon. So this is about one of the coolest parts of the day, is right now. A little bit more dirt. There should be a 4th one. Yep, there it is. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to sieve these. Because I need at least 2 more pieces of cobblestone in order to make that bucket of lava. I got potato seeds. That's great news. And that's only enough to make 1 more. There, the sun's starting to rise. The mobs will start despawning. And let's get that potato seed planted. There we go. And there's still quite a few mobs out there. They're slowly beating themselves to death. Some of them are burning in the sun. There are skeletons out there, so let's hope I can get some skeleton. There's a compressed creeper over here somewhere. There's a witch right there. Let's see if we can help her. Yep. Always a little risky doing that. And right over here, there's a compressed creeper somewhere. I don't want to mess with him. And the mobs are kind of ignoring me because they can't see me. So I need to do something about that. If I can get them so that they can see me, then they'll come beat themselves to death. Fine. And I'm going to try to do it without brushing up against the other cactus and taking damage, which is not always easy. And then I'm going to try to harvest some of the taller stuff, because I do need to make some dirt every opportunity I can. And maybe we'll harvest some over here. Crops look like they're doing okay. Potatoes, wheat, rice, and carrots. If I could get some sugar cane, that would be great. Sugar cane has lots of uses. There we go. That'll give me enough to make a few more pieces of dirt. And I'm starting to overheat, which means I need to do something about that. At this point, there's very little I can do. It's the hottest part of the day right now. There is something I could do. I have a few sticks. I don't have a lot. I'll make some sticks. You know what, I'm going to make a little bit more. So what I'm doing here is your temperature depends on various things. Primarily it depends on, you see where it says target there? And there's two numbers. There's a 22 and a 23. The 22 is my current body temperature. 23 is the target temperature based on the numbers underneath. Equilibrium temperature means all things being equal. That would be the equilibrium temperature of the environment. The particular biome I'm in is, because it's desert, it's plus 10. Because of the time of the day, it's plus 5. Because I'm below sea level just enough, I'm minus 1. And the season that I'm in is minus 4. So my temperatures come down to 22. It needs to come down a bit more. It needs to come down to 20 to stop being in danger of overheating. And like I said, at this point, there's only so much I can do. Okay. I'm going to go down one more. I would have to go down significantly to get down low enough for it to go down another notch due to altitude. I think you have to, the lowest it'll go is minus 3, and you have to be down to a very, very low level, like I think below level 20. So it seems to be like 20, 40, and 60, I think, are the points, and my temperature went back up again. Okay, so the target right now is 20, and the rate there, when that rate hits 1,000, my target will move one closer, or my actual temperature moves one closer to the target, whether it's up or down. And in just a minute, I'll show you another little trick you can do to lower your temperature. So as soon as that hits 20, I'll go upstairs and show that to you. Okay, there we go. And it's still daytime, the sun is starting to set, so it's starting to cool off. Now watch what happens when I stand in water. Because I'm wet, your potential temperature drops 7 points. So if I stand in the water long enough, my temperature will hit 12. And then as the time of day changes, it'll actually go lower and lower, and you could actually cause hypothermia, and you could damage yourself if you stand too close or stand in water for too long. But as long as I bring my temperature down a little bit so that I'm not burning, I should be in good shape. Now, as the temperature continues to drop because the time of day is changing from day to night, that will continue to improve. I don't have any water. I need some, which means I need this crook. I need to do this dirt because I've got to get that lava bucket. I got to tell you, it is painful. You know, I need water. I just remembered. There we go. It takes 10 saplings to make a bucket of water. All right. We'll just sieve up this dirt. And before we continue, that one piece of cobblestone Yep, that'll be enough to finally make that one bucket of lava. Grass seeds and more regular, I guess I already had those. All right, I think we're gonna call it there. And I'll try to make some progress off camera. I'll gather resources, make more dirt, and I'll sieve it up. And when we come back, we'll see what kind of progress we've made. So I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, it would be great if you could leave a like on the video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them on YouTube, and I will respond to them when I can. Thank you for watching. This is Arturio Emerys signing out.